There's a dirty shoe print across my right eye. My buddy's white t-shirt is turning red. And I'm the one who did it. Somewhere behind me, 8 kids are deciding whether they're done with me or not. I'm 10. And the kid actually responsible for the whole thing, he wasn't even in the circle. He was watching his design from a distance. Let me back up. When I was around 10 in 4th grade, a new kid moved to my school. He had a name like a British prince or a vampire. Vladimir Ashford Crane III. He went by Vlad. I want to be honest up front, because it would be easy for me to make this kid out as a villain and walk away. I thought this kid was so cool, odd, and interesting. He called himself a communist at 11 years old, which felt insane then and now. We skated, we had the same taste in music. I wanted him to like me. I remember being at his house and finding a Limp Bizkit record in his room. We sat on his bedroom floor and just listened. It was what it was all about. So yeah, I thought this kid was rad. Around that time, we started doing this thing. It's called ditching. Maybe you've heard of it. It was Vlad's gift to us. I had never heard of it before him, and I never did it after him. Essentially, the group decides, silently all at once, to just leave one person. You turn around and everyone's gone, or actively running away from you like you're some kind of monster. Nobody tells you why. It's cruel. At first, we were playing it like a game, where everybody sort of took turns getting left, and the person that was ditched would run after the group, and everyone would laugh, and there would be no hard feelings. I never held it against anyone, and I never figured that anybody held it against me. But here's the thing, in all those rounds and all that taking turns, nobody ever ditched Vlad. Not once. And eventually we stopped rotating as a group, and Vlad started picking people. And over time, he started picking one person in particular. Me. I stopped being a turn in the rotation, and it became a campaign. Every day, multiple times a day, I was being ditched. And the thing that actually broke something in me wasn't the ditching. It was that Vlad started to get in between my friends. Kids that I had known for years, he would rewrite how they saw me. He told them that I thought I was better than everyone else, that I was overly competitive, and that I wanted to be the leader of the group. We were 10 years old. I genuinely had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. But it culminated. One day all my friends ran away from me. Another ditch. But this time when I caught up to them, it didn't dissolve into everyone laughing. It turned into a fight. 8 or 9 kids in a circle, me in the middle. None of us knew how to fight. We were a bunch of 10-year-olds flailing our arms around. It was a joke. That is, until a kid that I thought was one of my best friends leaped through the air and Bruce Lee jump kicked me in the face. I mean that literally. That's where the shoe print came from. And that's the moment that I stopped being able to tell myself that any of this was a game. I saw Red, walked up, and punched him square in the nose, as hard as I could. His white shirt went red, and that's when the teachers came. I'll give the school credit, especially for the early 2000s. The punishment wasn't really a punishment, it was counseling. Once a week for months, me, Vlad, and a few of the others were in a room supposed to work it out. And as they say, don't let a good opportunity go to waste. Vlad didn't let that room go to waste. At 11 years old, he was feeding other kids their lines, shaping the story and lining everyone up against me. He sold it. He came up with this story that I hung out with older neighborhood kids outside of school, and because of it, I thought I was better than everyone else. He literally told the counselor that I was too mature to be their friends. In a room built to find the truth, he ran the room. Somewhere in those months, I started to change. I went in a confident, extroverted kid, but I came out reflective and self-conscious, like I was watching myself from the outside. There's a phrase that my mom drilled into us growing up. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. It rattled around my head a lot that year. I kind of felt like I failed a family truth. So I took a lesson away from all this. I decided that talking about myself and being competitive, that's what got me circled. That was the thing that got me punished. So I stopped, and to this day, if I catch myself talking too much about myself, I change the subject, I shut up, or I turn the mic to whoever's next to me. But here's the thing I'm still processing, like 20 years later. I can't tell if that's kindness or just a flinch that Vlad taught me. If I turn the mic away to be nice, or because a kid in the early aughts convinced me that taking up space gets you hurt. David Lynch made a career out of putting the severed ear in the grass under the picture-perfect lawn. The sweetness and the horror in the same frame. When people asked him what it meant, he wouldn't tell them. I don't think he was trying to be difficult. I think he didn't think you were supposed to know. I think he thought the not knowing was the honest part. That's a permission I can appreciate. Holding the nice thing and the cruel thing in the same hand and calling it the truth. Because sometimes it is. Years later in middle school, I'd been in and out of Vlad's good graces, which was its own kind of shame, how much I still wanted to be in. A kid named Ryan started hanging out with us. One day after school, we're kicking a ball around, and Vlad sent him to go get it. While he was gone, he said, "Let's ditch Ryan. He's a loser." I felt glee. I was on the inside again, being chosen, being one of the ones who gets to leave instead of one of the ones who gets left. And for a second, I wanted to run with him. I might have even turned. But then I remembered the other side, the shape of being left alone on purpose and not getting an explanation for why. Watching the people that you trust just leave. So I didn't run. I turned around and Ryan and I hung out the rest of the day. And I want to be careful here. This isn't a part where I get to be a hero. I was ready to run. I knew exactly how good it felt on the inside. The only reason I didn't turn and run was because I had been on both ends of it. I still don't know the truth about Vlad. Maybe he was a little right about me. Maybe he was a kid who needed everyone to have something to hate so that he could feel liked. It still makes me sad. And look, just for the record, he didn't do himself any favors. In his later years, he actually nicknamed himself Vlad the Impaler. You don't pick a name like that unless part of you wants people to be afraid. So that's the closest I got to a conclusion, and it isn't really one. There's this song called Hell 99 by this band Foxing. It's got that late 90s static of being a kid. The same static I heard for the first time with Vlad. Throw out all the joy and show me metrics for my failures. I live in modern times, give me a modern sense of worth. I told myself there has to be a better quality of suffering. There has to be fatigue worthy of something, but there's nothing. I love that. That's not about the kid in the circle. That's the adult who spent a decade measuring himself and his worth to no avail. I think I'm sick of it. Maybe the strangest part of all of this, the thing that started in a circle of 10-year-olds didn't stay there. It grew with me. So I made a t-shirt. It says it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. The corny line that my mom gave us that's all too real to me. And I set it on fire. Because that's how it can feel. The nice thing and the cruel thing in the same letters. You don't set fire to something that you've already mastered. You set it on fire because it still burns you. I'm still failing this one, but I'll keep coming back to it. Clearly, I'm still processing. If you've listened to any of this, and especially if you've made it this far, thank you so much. If you want the shirt, I'll put a link in the bio. You can buy it or screenshot it and steal the design. Or you can go down to the comments and make fun of me. God bless the critics. Either way, the darkness doesn't always leave. Your eyes just adjust. And when they do, I hope you notice who stayed in the room with you. I'll see you on the next floor.